Today for my informative speech, I will be teaching you guys how to plan a budget-friendly trip to Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco if you've never been or if you've been there before. This is a little more budget-free. Today we will be discussing the following 5 points. One is food, entertainment, museums, great photo opportunities, and the Go San Francisco part. First off, we're going to start off with food, which is my favorite subject. And here are 2 options that I found for you guys. One is the sidewalk stands and the cod mother fish and chips. Both of these places really represent why tourists flock to Fisherman's Wharf. They offer the classic chowder bowls, which are featured here, and along with like steamed crab, cod mother has really good fish tacos. The great thing about these places is the price. The sidewalk stands, excuse me, they range anywhere from $5 to $13 for meals. And then the cod mother ranges, the average price is like $10 or under $10 per meal. I even put like the menu here so you can see what kind of things they offer and the prices, and they're all under $10. So that really helps if you're on a budget and in Fisherman's Wharf. But don't take my word for it. The guests that visit this place often write rave reviews about it. One, for example, Mary F., a local, she wrote about the sidewalk stands, said, "The generous portions were scooped onto my boat plate, making my less than $9 meal worth it." And she was referring to the clam chowder. And then Nicole D. from Monterey, California writes, "Dinner for 4 cost us less than $50, tip and all included." She was referring to the cod mother. So that's 2 great places to go for food. All the money that you do save for this gives you, extra money to spend on other things such as entertainment. 2 places that I personally went to and visited are Tony and Tina's wedding and the Dinner Detective. The best way to really enjoy your budget-friendly trips is to be entertained. So the following are unique. Tony and Tina's wedding is average price at $55, and the Dinner Detective is $65. Both of these I got online for discounts. So if you go to goldstar.com and Gilt City, they offer really great discounts on these tickets. Both of these are interactive shows that include 4-course meals. So it's not just a show, it's interactive and you're getting food. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone and really saving and getting the best experience. If you guys have never been, Tony and Tina is, you're basically a guest at an Italian wedding. So if you're not Italian, it's a totally cool experience. They have bands, conga lines, they have the ceremony, reception, the cutting of the cake, everything. So it's a really fun experience. The Dinner Detective is kind of like if you've ever played Clue, there's like a murder and you have to try to guess who did it. Some of the actors are sitting at your table too and you don't find out, so it's kind of cool, you're just kind of asking questions. So those are 2 really great things that will keep you entertained. Say if you're more like mellow or if you're traveling with children, you probably don't want to take them to something like this. So we do have other great things like museums. Here we have featured the Musi Mechanic, which means Mechanical Museum, which is actually an arcade, and the Wax Museum of Fisherman's Wharf. This first one here is, it has over 300 arcade games that are all from the 20th century, so they're all very, very old school games. The entry is free, so you can't beat that. And then the games you can play for, they have penny games and they have quarter games, so you won't spend that much. And then the Wax Museum, I also found a discount on Living Social, $7, so you get off the full price. You get half off the full price, because usually $16. And I brought some pictures of some examples of things you might see. Here we have the iconic Titanic, and then our current president, Obama. So they keep it current, they keep on changing them. Here we have an old wrestling game that is pretty unique. You don't see that too often. This one's a little harder to see, but it's old-time movies, XXX, so it's kind of like a risque type of movie, and you put the quarter in and you wind it, so it's like old old games. It's fun. The really great thing about these places also are that it's good for the whole family. So you can bring your children there, you can bring your grandparents, and they'll have a good time. And it'll help you create really, really good memories. Talking about memories also, you want to probably capture these memories so people believe that you actually had fun there. And I put up some really good photo opportunity places. Being in Fisherman's Wharf, it is a very touristy attraction place. So the natural beauty, the scenic of it, you have like Pier 39 and Alcatraz and the sea lions that gather on a daily basis. Also, I think this is holiday appropriate since Halloween is coming up. People like dress up in costumes and will take pictures with you. And we also have Bushman that is very well known there. He'll take tips, and usually what he does is he'll hide behind like branches or twigs that he'll find, and he'll scare people, jump up and scare people, and people will usually crowd around to see him. I actually met him, and he said he put his children through college by all the tips that he makes on a daily basis. So it's pretty cool. Little things that add up. So all these things, just scenic, all this is free. You can take pictures with your camera or any phone that you have. Some phones take better pictures now than actual cameras. So you can't beat that as far as prices. The next thing that I love, hands down, I used this when I went, it was the Go San Francisco card. What it is, if you guys haven't heard of it, it's a card that offers admission to over 46 of the best attractions, activities, and tours. You don't have to wait in line, so you save tons of time. That means you could do more things. You get a free travel book and map. What the travel book tells you is, say if you've never heard of the Wax Museum or the museums that we were speaking of, it'll give you a brief description, picture, and where to find it on the map. So it makes it really easy. This, like summed up with all the things that it offers, is a value of $738, and you get it for $55. And how it works is you can purchase it 1 through 7 days is what they have available. The 1 day, I believe, is the $55, and what it does is they have like bus tours, wine tours, the go-karts, all those things. And those are all included with the Go San Francisco card. So you save, you just give them your card, and it's free entry. And discounts to restaurants as well. So that's a really great way to save. So overall, today I hope that you had, or that I've been able to share with you how to budget your money and still enjoy your trip and get the most out of it. And also create memories with your loved ones and families that will last a lifetime. Thank you.
So, Emilio, what did you think?
Overall, I thought it was really good. One thing I noticed in the beginning was I kind of didn't see an attention device. I kind of just saw it like jump right to what she was talking about, and with that, I thought that her thesis was really like generic. But with it, I mean, with the generic thesis, she did follow up with a good layout that showed us what she was going to be talking about throughout her speech, and I think she stayed true to that. And her transitions were all really smooth. They were kind of like relative, like one thing led to another is one thing that I liked about it. And I really liked her delivery of the speech because I feel like she didn't like rely on notes that she had in her hands or anything like that. She kind of just delivered it. It seemed really natural. And her conclusion, I think, was also a little generic, but I thought it did do its job and it wrapped up her speech.
Okay. We'll let you sit down. I hate it when people stand up there like they're, you're under the third degree, stand there and I will tell you what you did wrong. No. Let's start with all the really good stuff. I think that you do an interesting job talking about the things that you've chosen to describe. You personalize them pretty well. You integrate the photographs nicely with the subject matter that you're talking about. It's organized in a kind of a logical sense by